This is the second test run for the iPhone bicycle USB solar charger that I built. Here's the solar panel that I used before. I actually reinforced it so it won't fall off like it did last time. And also, before I was using, this is the power regulator that came with the this lithium-ion battery, and that I was using both of these before. And this power regulator has a maximum output of 400 milliamps, and what it gave me was, for every 2 minutes of charging in the sun, it would give me 1 minute of charging my iPhone. So that wasn't working for me. So what I did is I tossed this out, and I decided to build my own power regulator. And what this is a Belkin iPhone 3GS cigarette lighter adapter for a car. And here's a cigarette lighter adapter that comes out in 2 wires like this. So that's my modified power regulator. This gives me 125 more milliamps, so it's 40% more power output. And when I tested this earlier, I got, for 1 minute of solar charge, I got 1 minute of charging to my iPhone. So that was pretty good. So what I want to do is just capture that result on video. So I'm going to just kind of show how this device attaches to the bicycle. So I connect the power regulator to these wires here, and then the solar panel just latches on to this bike seat stem right here. And then I can just hide all these wires inside this little bag that I have. And the battery just wraps around this frame right here. And then here's the iPhone USB plug that goes in right there. And then the wire goes along the frame into this iPhone bike case, and my iPhone just rests right in this little pocket right there. So that's the whole setup. So one important thing is that this battery is completely drained. It has no capability for charging the iPhone right now. So I'm expecting in 40 minutes for this to charge up enough to power the iPhone. And another thing is, on my iPhone's at 83% power right now. So in 40 minutes we'll see how much power this is drained. So this iPhone's going to be, it's not going to turn off automatically, so it's going to be on for the duration of the ride with the Google Map on and the compass active. So it's pretty easy to connect. Just put the battery right on this frame here, plug in the power, and then turn the charge button on. And then I'm going to ride for 40 minutes, then stop, and then turn on the battery to charge my iPhone. So I'm going to start the test right now. Alright, so it's been 40 minutes, and so in the past 40 minutes my battery was charging up as I was riding. And now what I'm going to do is turn on the battery and start charging my iPhone. And as you can see, the battery has already drained to 48%. That so that's about 30% battery drain since I started riding for the past 40 minutes. So I'm going to turn on the battery. So the battery is now charging the iPhone, and so now I'm going to ride for another 40 minutes while the battery is charging the iPhone, and the iPhone shouldn't lose a significant amount of the battery power anymore, which means that the battery is actually keeping the iPhone charged. So I'm going to ride for another 40 minutes, stop, and then double check to see the results of this test. Okay, so it's been another 40 minutes, and the iPhone battery is still being charged, so that's a good sign. Where before it would have stopped charging with using the other power regulator that I used on the last test. So this test I'm using a new modified power regulator that I put together, and the iPhone battery is at 34%, which is pretty good. Before I think it was like 49, so it's dropped about 15% or so. But without the battery charging it, this iPhone would have been dead by now. So the fact that it's still alive and it still has 34% power left on the iPhone is pretty good. And what does all this mean? Well, this is with the iPhone continuously turned on, so that means it's constantly draining the iPhone battery. If I turn it off, I would have been able to charge the battery up maybe to 60% or something. But the true test that I did, I left this bike out in the sun all day one time with this USB charger at 0% power. I left this bike outside for the whole day, and at night I charged the iPhone from 5% power all the way up to 97% power. So what that means is, let's say you're going camping or something, that means you can use your iPhone all day long while this solar panel is charging, come back to your campsite, and even though your iPhone battery is dead, at night you can charge it, and overnight it'll go all the way up to 97% power, and the next day you can repeat the cycle. And I can actually add that video of that also. But that's pretty significant. I don't know any other solar charger that can do that at this point. The last USB solar charger I had took like 5 to 7 days to charge up my iPhone. This one does it in 1 day, so that's pretty significant. Another feature is if your USB battery charger has been charging, you can just take it off the bike frame and just get your cell phone here, and then go take this with you, and then you could just charge this without having to carry the bike around. So that's a good feature. So you can detach the battery and the phone and carry it with you. So that's another good feature.